we have a repeat of what was arguably one of the best Premier Minor finals ever played 3 years ago between Ballybrown and Mungret St. Paul's. And I suppose from the start of this competition, Jack, the general feeling would be that these were the likely finalists if they avoided each other in the knockout stages, and that they did. And they will resort to Paddy Carroll Park on Sunday at 2 o'clock. It's unfortunate that it's clashing with the Piercy game, or almost clashing with it. For what should be an absolute cracker. It will be part two, Jack, of what has been a classic contest between these two sides. And, there are going to be some big names on both sides. You have the Barry Duffs, and you have the Liam Lynches, and Aidan Mungret St. Paul's. You have the Colin Coughlin's, Aidan O'Connor, Barry O'Connor, and it's an under-21 final, Jack, a Premier under-21 final with a stellar cast.
Yeah, definitely.
And you would certainly hope for a great final.
Yeah, I was at the Doon game, or the Mungret St. Paul's game against Doon on Monday evening. I probably thought Doon were going to win the competition out. I said Doon, Mungret, and Ballybrown were the favourites, but Mungret were brilliant on Monday night. They've an awful lot of experienced players that played senior hurling this year. You named a couple, and obviously they have a couple of lads that won a 17s title, the likes of Fintan Fitzgerald and Keane Maloney and them. So a really balanced side is what I'd say. Liam Lynch would be one of the key players, but he's only come back from injury. I think Monday was his first time starting. So very balanced team across the board. And then Ballybrown obviously have an All-Ireland winner and Colin Coughlin that you mentioned, but they won the minor B followed by the minor A 2 years in a row, and they won the under 19s last year. So they're going for this group of players going for a fifth title in a row, and they've backboned the senior side as well. They played in round 2. I think there was a 2 points in it. You mentioned that minor final from two years ago that I think Ballybrown pulled away in the end. I think it was 323-20 or something. But real rivalries. The Mungret boys will be keen to get one back from that senior loss they suffered in the group stages. They obviously never played the County Cup final, so they'll have to play that next spring as well. But really interesting game. Doon the Piercy kind of have dominated this competition over the last decade or so. Doon had won 3 in a row. The Piercy won 7 in a row. So it'll be good to see a new name on the trophy, relatively new name. But it should be a really interesting game on Sunday in Ballygran, if you were to call it, Matt?
I haven't seen any of them, Jack. You have an advantage on me there, I think the return of Liam Lynch is a massive boost. We saw what he did last year, and before he suffered that injury. Hugely influential player. I'd probably lean towards Ballybrown, Jack.
Yeah.
From what I'm hearing, I'd just probably lean, but I'd be reluctantly leaning.
Yeah, they've huge experience.
Cautiously leaning, Jack.
Sorry?
Or cautiously leaning.
I'll go the other way then, just to go the other way. But they do have a lot of experience in finals, Ballybrown. It'll be interesting. And from what I can gather, majority of both teams, they have a lot of players underage again next year. So wouldn't be surprised to see him in the final again next year. But that's 2 o'clock this Sunday in Ballygran is the Premier Under 21 Premier 21 Hurling final between Ballybrown and Mungret St. Paul's.